Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. The table gives a volume of two similar cylinders. If the radius of cylinder A is a 9 centimeter, what is the value of J negative K? To get the value of this expression J negative K, we have to get the values of the two constants J and K. And we have these two constants J and K in the surface areas of the two cylinders over here, K pi, J pi. So now we have to get the surface areas of two cylinders. Then we can get the values of J and K. Using the values, we can get the value of this expression. Okay, let's use the radius of cylinder A and the volume of cylinder A to get the height. Once I get the height of the cylinder A, I can get the surface area of cylinder A. Okay, now let me take the volume of cylinder A, that is equal to 1296 pi. And we have formula for volume of a cylinder, that is pi r square h equals to 1296 pi. Okay, for cylinder A, the radius is 9 centimeter. So we can plug in this 9 for R over here. Then it will become 9 square. 9 square is 81. That is, we get pi times 81 times h equals to 1296 pi. Let me divide both sides of the equation by pi times 81 to solve for h, that is height of cylinder A, pi times 81. Okay, here pi times 81 will cancel out. Here pi and pi will cancel out. Then h equals to, when I divide 1296 by 81, I am getting 16. I got the height of the cylinder A, that is 16. Already we have the radius of cylinder A, that is 9. Now we can use this formula to get the surface area of cylinder A. Okay, let me do it over here. That is surface area of cylinder A equals to 2 pi times for R, we can plug in the radius, that is 9. 9 square is 81. Positive 2 pi times the radius is 9. And the height we got it, that is 16. Okay, here 2 times 81 is 162, that is 162 pi. Okay, now let me multiply 2 and 9 and 16. When I multiply this 2, 9 and 16, I'm getting 288, that is 288 pi. Okay, when I add these two values, I'm getting 450 pi. Okay, here I got the surface area of cylinder A. But in the table, we have the surface area of cylinder A is K pi. At the place of K, we have 450. So therefore, the value of K is 450. Okay, now I got the value of the constant K. Still, I have to get the value of the constant J so that I can get the value of this expression. For that, we need the surface area of cylinder B. So that is given over here in the table as J pi. Okay, now to get surface area of cylinder B, we have to do some little tricky work. So that is, we have to get the ratio of the volumes of two cylinders. That is the volume of cylinder A divided by volume of cylinder B. That is equal to 1296 pi divided by 162,000 pi. Okay, so this pi will cancel out. We can use the Desmos to get the simplified form of this fraction. So when I do so, I'm getting 1 over 125. Okay, here I got the ratio of the volumes of two cylinders. From this ratio, I can get the ratio of the surface areas of two cylinders. That is surface area of cylinder A divided by surface area of cylinder B. Okay, how can we get the ratio of the surface areas from the ratio of the volumes? We know that volume is a measure in cubic unit. Here we have the quantities in cubic units. Our first work is we have to reverse these cubic units to linear units. To reverse the cubic units to linear units, we have to take cube root of for both the terms of this ratio. Then I'm getting cube root of 1 divided by cube root of 125. Now we have the quantities in linear units. We know that surface area is a measure in square unit. So we have to take a square for both the terms over here to get the ratio of the surface areas of two cylinders. Okay, now let's do some simplification over here. We know that cube root of 1 is just 1, then we get 1 square. And cube root of 125 is just 5, then we get 5 square. 1 square is 1 and 5 square is 25. I got the ratio of the surface areas of two cylinders. From the terms of the ratio over here, if I want to get the surface area of cylinder A and surface area of cylinder B, I have to multiply the terms by the same non-zero number, say x. When I multiply this 1 by x, I am getting x. When I multiply this 25 by x, I am getting 25x. So this x represents the surface area of cylinder A and this 25x represents the surface area of cylinder B. Already we got the surface area of cylinder A, that is 450 pi. So this x must be equal to this 450 pi. Let me equate it 450 pi. Okay, here we got the value of x, that is 450 pi. We can plug in this 450 pi for x over here to get the surface area of cylinder B. That is surface area of cylinder B equals to 25 times 450 pi. Okay, then surface area of cylinder B equals to, when I multiply this 25 and 450 pi, I am getting 11,250 pi. Okay, I got the surface area of cylinder B, that is 11,250 pi. Already we have the surface of cylinder B in table, that is J pi. At the place of J, here we have 11,250. So J equals to 11,250. Our aim is to get the value of this expression J negative K. Let me write over here J negative K. For this J, we can plug in this value 11,250, and for K, we can plug in 450. Okay, when I simplify this one, I am getting 10,800. Therefore, the value of the expression J negative K is 10,800.